Wednesday night. Quite a nice night, getting a bit chilly, but I've got some news. The entire Riley project is kind of up in the air at the moment. And by up in the air, I mean like that. I've bought a thing. I've bought a 4-post hoist. Technically it's a 4-post parking hoist. It's not designed for workshop use where they're using them every day. It's going up and down all the time. It's basically designed for general shed type use, and basically so you can store more cars. But of course the advantage is it lifts the car up. So took them all day to install it. It's dyno bolted to the floor, so it's not going to move if there's ever an earthquake, which is a worry around here. And it gives me plenty of room to fit another car underneath here, and to get the car I'm working on up and down in the air. So I'm just figuring out how it all works. It's basically hydraulic. There's a big hydraulic cylinder under here, and then cables that go to each of the arms. Rattling around. It's got physical locks, so there's little ratcheting things that go into each of these holes. This is the highest position it locks up in, and it's just at the right height for me to walk into, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. If I lift it all the way to the top, it's not sitting on the safety catches, but it is up out of the way. But you always lift it up and then drop it back down. So it's mechanically locked. It's not going to go anywhere. And yeah, it lets me get a completely different view on the Riley. It's really good for seeing. You can see now how it's a completely flat bottom with the under tray. I've only got a few of the bolts in, that's why there's lots of things missing. You can get to the sump. You can see everywhere it's leaking. It's leaking here, it's leaking from there, it's leaking from the front. This isn't unexpected. This is what old cars do. This is just a drip tray, just cheap plastic thing, came sort of free with the lift, but I might as well use that. Gives you easy access to all the things under the car, basically. There's the dynamo, yeah, a bit of oil there. You can get a jacking bridge for it, but those are really expensive. I think the jacking bridge is an extra $2,500–3,000, I think, and I figured I'm not going to need that, so I can do without that. What I can do is I can make something that goes across here and use a bottle jack or a normal sort of floor jack if I ever need to lift things up individually. But with this type of car, I don't think you ever really need to do that. But this will also be useful for when I'm doing the MG. It's always a pain in the neck to get under the MG to grease the universal joint or adjust the handbrake or do anything like that. So this is just going to make it so much nicer. I can't actually do this with one hand to lower it down because you need to physically hold this out of the way because it's sitting on those safety pulls, I guess you'd call them. To get this to come down, you have to go up to release the pressure on them. Then you can use this handle and drop it down. Let me see. Set this up. Is that gonna work? So we go up. And then that's all the way. So when it gets to that point, it stops, and now you have to press the down button and another button, and it will sound a buzzer so that if anyone's underneath it, they know they need to get out from underneath it. And there it is, back on the ground. Very, very neat. Just trying to see if it's fully on the ground or if there's a gap. No, there's a gap, so I can put my rug back under there. And these ramps at the front, they're bolted on at the moment, but the backs of them are actually slotted. You can see the slots. So you can lift those out of the way, because obviously when it's up in the air, you don't need those there. So I'll probably loosen those bolts so I can lift these up out of the way, because otherwise they're going to be a trip hazard. And just a nice little ramp. Car fits on there nicely. The MG will fit on there easily. It when I was measuring it up, it seemed like it was really long, and you think, oh, you know, it's going to be much longer than the car. But once you've actually got the car on it, it takes up most of the ramp. And this isn't a super long car at all. I mean, it's reasonably long. It's got a long tail. But I guess for most cars, if the front and back overhang, it doesn't matter as long as the wheels are on the ramps. And the other good thing is, of course, I can use it for other things. So if I'm working on the Valicette, I can put it on this and then raise it up to a decent working height. Yeah, all I have to do now is move everything back in here and clean up the mess.